Welcome to another daily roundup of Russian Telegram chatter. Your like and subscribe to my channel would really be appreciated. Subscription is free and it only takes a moment of your time. I monitor and translate Russian Telegram chat channels as a general mood check, so you don't have to. Remember, please do your own research and be wary of propaganda and disinformation, which occurs frequently in Russian chat, especially when there is bad news for Russians concerning the country's illegal and genocidal war in Ukraine. The images used in the video are for illustration purposes only. They do not necessarily represent the issues or translations. And finally, please note, the chat is unverified and I do not endorse the views expressed. Right, let's get on with it. On Telegram today, winter has arrived. We do not have the salt to fix the roads. The local government is bankrupt after supporting the war economy. In Yaroslavl, black ice caused a mass accident. In a matter of minutes, about 10 cars collided, and the total number of accidents in half a day increased to 50. In Chekhov, Moscow region, a high alert regime for emergency situations has been introduced due to the wear and tear of equipment at 8 boiler houses. According to the city administration, this will allow for the prompt purchase of equipment and repairs during the heating season. Unfortunately, this is too late for 2024, and the ice is already on the ground. Poor peasant house dwellers. Rosstat reported that 95% of Russian families do not have enough money for all their needs. The overwhelming majority of Russian families do not have enough money for all their essential needs. Only 4.9% of households had the means to cover all their needs. The share of families who have enough money for everything except buying a car, apartment or summer house was 37.4% in April to June. Welcome to Putin's dystopia. A 10-year-old schoolgirl from Crimea published a video in which she discredited the Russian armed forces. Her 38-year-old mother will be held administratively liable. An administrative protocol has been drawn up against the mother for failure to fulfill her obligations to support and raise minors. The mother may be deprived of parental rights or even imprisoned, after which the girl will be sent to a boarding school. Such nonsense is renounced by everyone on Putin's payroll, head of the Human Rights Council. Fadiev stated that there is no political repression in the country today, he said with a grin. He called the restrictions applied to those who, in his words, are actually on the West side in the confrontation with it, sanitary measures. Ethnic and cultural cleansing is good for the regime's soul. He stated that there were repressions in 1937 to 38, but now there is peace and tranquility in the country. With any dissenters disappeared to Siberia or sent to sacrifice themselves in Ukraine. That leaves a clean countryside, without men and without an economy. A Russian court fines Telegram messenger 4 million rubles for failing to remove channels that contained calls to separate the Urals from the rest of Russia. The list also included channels calling for support for the Ukrainian armed forces. A Muscovite bought 3 MacBook Pro 14 for 1,107 rubles, 369 rubles each. Having seen an ad with a tempting price, he placed an order, but the package, as expected, never arrived. The store responded that it was clickbait, and the real price of the laptops was 140,000 rubles. The buyer did not give in and went to court, which sided with him, obliging the store to sell the MacBook at the stated price. Today, the Muscovite received the long-awaited laptops. Apple products are available at all retailers in Russia. One wonders if Tim Cook oversees the alternative supply chain, which boosts his profits in Apple. A not-so-hairy story. Russian women have begun to lose their hair en masse, which has led to a 200% increase in demand for trichologist services. Prices for baldness treatment have risen to an average of 30,000 rubles. Women often experience hair loss due to seasonal changes in daylight hours, humidity, and air temperature. To prevent alopecia, doctors recommend eating more kiwi, nuts, and avocados. The DPRK is sounding the alarm over the threat of assassination of Kim Jong-un, Yonhap writes. The authorities have increased security for the country's leader due to his public activity, and his cars have been fitted with jammers and drone detection equipment. South Korean intelligence has stated that the status of Kim Jong-un's daughter, who is being groomed as a potential successor, has recently increased. In the Vladimir region, security forces detained 3 military registration and enlistment office employees who stole money from the bank cards of SVO participants. The suspects gave the volunteers a SIM card along with the bank card number to which payments were to be made. According to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the criminals took advantage of the opportunity and, having access to other people's accounts, stole money. It is already known that they stole at least 11 million rubles from 5 contract soldiers. The Chinese have reached German cars. The new Mercedes-Benz CLA will receive a Chinese engine from Geely & Horse. China will also supply German manufacturers with driver assistance systems. The new cars will be released in 2025, although the hybrid version will not go on sale until 2026. It was previously reported that BMW and Mercedes-Benz are doing badly. Sales profits are falling sharply. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I also leave comments open for feedback, which I really appreciate. You can view my original posts in much more detail on Twitter. Follow me at beefeater_fella. My research threads also include full references and sources to speed up your own research. Did you know that I also provide daily updates and deep dive research videos on a range of interesting subjects, including economics, geopolitics, sanctions, circumventions, fossil fuel updates, and much more. If you are able to support me with a coffee or subscription on Patreon, I do provide links in the description of the video. I really appreciate all the support I can get towards my research, equipment, and publication costs. Thank you. To those who have supported me on Patreon or Buy Me Coffee, you are simply awesome. Your regular support is really appreciated. Remember, folks, the YouTube edition of my Russian Telegram chat translations is released every night at midnight, UK time. Have a great day. I look forward to your next visit.